Welcome back to Movie On. Today I'm going to explain the movie called Ghost in the Shell from 2017. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care, and I hope you enjoy it. At the beginning of the movie, we saw that technology had evolved so much. In this city, people can replace their eyes on their own if they see any problem with their eyes. And if any parts of their body get damaged, they replace it with technology. And just like that, they had a gap between the rich and the poor. The rich could change their body according to their likings, but it was not possible for the poor. And this type of technology was mostly seen in Japan. Rich people were doing so many experiments with their bodies, whereas the poor couldn't do it. They were secretly doing some experiments. They put the robotic machines into their bodies. On the other side, there was some secret experiment about robots. They wanted to put human brains as the brain of a robot. They tried to bring feelings to a robot. At first, they did this experiment with a girl, and she became so powerful. This girl was with her parents, but suddenly, the robots attacked them and she was injured. That's why some people from a lab went to save her. To save her life, they took her brain out and put it into a robot. This was an expensive experiment, but they were successful with the experiment. After the experiment, they gave a body to the robot and covered it with artificial skin. It looked exactly like a human. A female doctor named Ulette did this experiment, and then she called the CEO of this lab. The CEO ordered her to send this robot to the army and the anti-terrorist department, because this robot was so powerful and it can make it invisible. They can use it as a weapon. The doctor was so shocked after hearing this. After a year, we saw that robot. Her name was Major Mira Killian, and she had completed her training and joined the army. We saw that she was standing on top of a building and scanning for terrorism and terrorist attacks. She was the leader of her team. While she was scanning, she saw that some kinds of illegal activities were taking place in the city. She saw that a guy from the lab was talking to another guy from another country. But suddenly, some other robots attacked them and killed them all except for a doctor. After that, a female robot put her hand in that doctor's brain and hacked his brain, and then killed him. In the next scene, Major Mira went there and killed all of the robots. But when she was shooting that female robot, that robot told her that one day these people will kill her. But still, Mira killed that robot. The army team came there and she told them about the attack. We found out that before this attack, the lab was attacked 3 more times. The guy who did these attacks is Kuze. After that, Mira recalled some of her past memories. She lived in a room, and the room was always moving. She couldn't remember anything else. She does not remember how she and her parents got attacked by robots. After that, the army gave her another mission. In this mission, Major Bateau was also with her. They ordered them to gather information about the foreign spies. When Mira went to the lab to get the report, she met that doctor who created her. She told her that she was injured and recalled her past again and again. At first, the doctor seemed so worried, but then she told Mira that these are your hallucinations. After that, they started to find out the maker of that robot who attacked in the meeting last night. But the doctor told her that it would take a long time, and that's why Mira connected that robot to her body and tried to see what was in the robot's brain. She saw that some ghosts and entities were trying to get her, and as a result, she was so scared. Major Bateau noticed it and disconnected the connection. Mira told him that I had found the location, and then they went to the bar to find out more about that place. But the people of that bar misbehaved with Mira, and Major Bateau got mad at them and attacked them, and those people also fired at them. Actually, this was just a trap of Kuze. Because of this attack, Major Bateau lost his eyes, and Mira got injured, and her body was so expensive to repair. That's why the CEO of the lab told the army leader that if you don't stop Mira, then we will shut down our army unit. But still, the leader of the army was not scared of it. In the next scene, we saw that when they were experimenting on that robot, they found that the robot knew about some secret experiment of this lab. And they got so worried about this. Suddenly, Kuze came there and told her to stop the experiment. Somehow, she hid the memory chip of that robot. But still, Kuze killed her. Major Mira went to that location with her team and found that memory. She checked the memory chip and found all the details about the enemy lab and their experiment. Dr. Ulette contacted Mira. but Kuze hacked the brains of 2 guys and sent them to kill the doctor, and they hit the doctor's car with their truck. But luckily, Mira and Bateau were there and saved the doctor. They killed one of those 2 guys, but they took the other one to their lab to investigate. While they were investigating, her major found the location of Kuze, since Kuze was the one who hacked their brain. But then that guy killed himself. Major Mira and Bateau went to the location of Kuze and saw something very surprising. They saw that all of the humanoid robots were connected to each other, and suddenly, Kuze came there and he trapped Major Mira. Then he told her everything about himself. He got into an accident, but instead of saving his life, the people of his did some experiments on his body, but the experiments didn't succeed. But Major Mira knew that they did this experiment on her body for the first time, and they were successful with this, which means they had lied to Major Mira. Kuze told her that they had done some experiments like this, and I'm the product of one of those experiments. They put my brain into a robot without my permission, but the body didn't match with my brain. They did that test on my brain so many times. They've killed so many people to see if their brain matches with the robotic body. If any brain didn't match with the body, they would shut down that body and throw away the brain. And that's why Kuze is against the people of the lab. He wants to kill them all, and that's why he made a network to control all of his humanoid robots. Major Mira saw a scar on Kuze's body, and she was about to ask him about this. But then Major Bateau came there and attacked Kuze. Kuze ran away from there, and Major Mira became so angry about this. She started to think that maybe they had done some illegal experiments with her as well. That's why Mira went to the doctor and told her everything. The doctor told her the truth, that they have done it because of the order of the CEO, and the visions that Mira sees are saved to her brain artificially, so that she can fight against the terrorists. Major Mira got so mad about this. In the next scene, we saw that the guards of the lab surrounded Major Mira. The CEO was also there. They took her to the lab, and the CEO ordered the doctor to kill Major Mira, since she found everything out. But the doctor didn't agree with him. Instead, she told everything to Major Mira about her name, home, and parents, so that she can go and meet her parents. She also helped her to run away from there. Therefore, the CEO killed the doctor and blamed Major Mira for the attack, and ordered the army to kick her out of the team. Major Mira went to her house, and then she talked to a woman for a long time. The woman told her that she had a daughter, and her name was Motoko. She was captured by the police, but she killed herself in jail. The woman told everything to Mira. Actually, Major Mira was the daughter of this woman. The lab people kidnapped her to do some illegal experiments on her, and after that they turned her into a high-tech robot. After hearing all of this, Major Mira decided to take her revenge. She talked to the army and decided to kill the CEO of the lab. The leader of the army knew that the CEO was listening to everything, and that's why he found out that the leader of the army was against him. Then the CEO sent some men to kill the leader of the army, but the leader was so smart and he killed them all. And then he went to the location of the CEO. Major Mira was slowly recalling all of her past memories of herself. She went to the room she saw in her vision. She remembered that she and Kuze were husband and wife, and they were members of an anti-robot organization, because the number of robots was increasing day by day. They were attending an anti-robot meeting, but suddenly, the people from the lab came here and burned this place down. They took all of the people with them so that they could experiment on their bodies. Just like that, Major Mira got her memory back, and we saw that Kuze was also there. The CEO of the lab wanted to kill Kuze and Motoko since they were against him. The CEO activated a robotic spider to kill them. Kuze died in this attack, and Motoko tried to save his life, but she failed. She tried to kill that spider tank, but she lost one of her hands in this accident. Suddenly, the army came there and destroyed the spider tank. Major Bateau rescued Motoko, and the leader of the army went to the CEO, and he killed the CEO. In the next scene, we saw that Major Mira fixed her body and upgraded herself. She started to live her life with her mom. And then she joined the army team once again to stop the robot crime in the city. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the videos on your screen. And don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, I will say, stay safe, stay well, thanks.